Well, hello my fellow YouTube traveler. As you guys all know, I am 21. What does that mean? I am closer to death than I have ever been before. I am always boys. But the thing is, I have not been accomplished anything in my life. I didn't invest in Bitcoin when I was 4, I didn't buy Nvidia when I was 18, and I certainly wasn't there when AI took over high school. I have not been accomplished anything in life. That is completely my fault and is completely on me. Whoa, right, all of this is my fault. Look, the idea of today's video is, I want to be successful. I want to be one of those guys. I want to be on the high up. I want to wear a suit and say, yeah, you know what, the swipe card, I don't really care, bro, the swipe this card, yeah. I want to be those guys who I can hold my hand good and say, yep, buy whatever the fuck you want in that store, I don't care. Basically, clout. Simple that. So, what we have today is, I have my mod prepare some example of people who have actually make it in the big 2026. Here are the people who like make million and million of dollars. So easy, right? In this economy, it's so easy to make money. Like, look at this. There's what's 9-10 different examples of this. It is possible to get rich. So we're going to sit here and watch this guy. Take out a notebook, boy, because we're going to learn the way of become a millionaire, so that I can become less of a peasant. So pull out a notebook. We're going to answer the question of the boomer today. Is money really that hard to make? So I have not watched any of these, by the way. I have not watched any of these. My entrepreneur friends just say, oh yeah, my algorithm just throwing me his all of this. He say that and so yeah, I can use this, like compile it and then put it so I can watch it and get some entertaining shit out of this. But yeah, I have not watched any of these. It is surprisingly stupid, like how easy they are making. They say, oh yeah, this $4,000 per days. Per days, bro, pull out the calculator. Fucking $4,000. No, that is 4,700. Might as well just make. That's fucking 1,500 per month. That is a fuckload of money. I'm not going to be. I have no idea how people do that. But they make money sound so easy to make. Why I'm here eating McDonald's. Anyway, let's watch it. I guess this video is I spent 24 hours with Roblox Millionaire.
Cole, these are his two best friends.
Hey,
they all live in the same apartment, and they claim to make millions off Roblox. Yes.
Okay, I'm going to be real. Does this like actually making money? No, I genuinely want to ask that. Does any of this actually making money? Because I never understand why simulator game making that much money. It's just a number on the screen. The longer you play, the more you realize, oh yeah, this is just some number on the screen. It's literally an idle incremental game. Is this really making this much money? Because children buy it? Yeah, I know children buy it, but like the children require their mother and their father to actually agree on this.
It all started with a tweet. Is there anybody actually making money with video games? Hundreds of people slid into my DMs, but one of them really stood out. His name was Cole, and when he told me how much money he was making, I just couldn't believe it, and I had a lot of questions. Is this actually real? Is this something that's actually going to last? And how much are you really profiting from this? The only way to find out? Well, after landing in Austin, Texas, we grabbed a couple crappy airport sandwiches and got ourselves a taxi to Cole's place.
Does any one of you actually buy airport stuff? When you land on the airport and you actually buying those stuff? Because my first rule of going to any airport is to never buy any shit in there. Because I'm not paying $30 for just a bottle of water. I'm not fucking do that. That sounds stupid. Yes, but only because I have to. Yeah, but you don't really have to. That's the problem. That if you need something to eat that much, you just pack it on when you go there. And if you need something to eat, just bring your own bottle. And if you land, just don't buy water there. Just buy water somewhere else.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Okay, he's really young. Like, I think he's just about 25. If you're making $1,500 per month at 25, I think you might actually be the GOAT. Or you are selling drugs. I don't know.
And I understand that you have a brother who also develops Roblox games. Is he your younger brother or older brother?
Twin brother. He lives with me.
He lives here. He lives right here.
So who does the coding?
He's here right now.
Let me for real right now. Who does the coding?
So you also make Roblox games.
I do. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I made a game during winter break when I was in college, and it blew up. And then I had enough money to drop out of college. So.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
And tell me a little bit about your game.
It used to be called Bake the Baby, and it was a game where you would.
Okay, fuck, I'm scared. Brother, they are making millions on a game called Bake the Baby. Oh god, I think we actually might be fucked. Oh dear, I think we might be fucked as a species. They are making millions on a game called Bake the Baby. Not even the Bake the Baby. Oh fuck. Oh no, oh god no. Okay,
Where are you guys from?
Okay, I also want to ask, what was the game even about?
60% of...
Damn, they really want my ad money, huh? This shit is making millions. Okay, there might be more to this. I think they will probably explain it in the video. There might be more to this. You're not telling me that shit making millions, bro. Nuh-uh. Fucking nuh-uh.
Yeah. So Roblox is basically just YouTube for video games. Anyone can make a video game on this platform the same way that anyone can put out a YouTube video. So when you go on Roblox, you basically just have this page with a ton of different games that you scroll through and play. When someone plays a Roblox game...
Wait. That's actually a good way to explain how Roblox works. I never think... Holy fuck, it is YouTube. It is YouTube for video game. Wait, that's making so much sense now. It is YouTube for video game. I never actually think about that.
They basically have this currency called Robux, and this can be used to just buy anything in a game, like power-ups or skins that a developer can create and add to their game. As the developer of the game then, I receive those Robux, and then you turn your Robux into real money. Then like newer way that games are also making a ton of money is brands sponsoring them. So
wait, is it Walmart sponsors a game? I never know that.
Now, and putting a YouTube sponsor, like before this video, for example,
Walmart
they can build something that's interactive.
Welcome, get your shot into this new execution, Walmart land. Oh yeah, because we can warm up over the place. Your kid wanna get something fun? Here, check. Ooh.
All right, so sounds like a lot of kids are playing Roblox, but what does that mean for the future?
Yeah, it means that as big as Roblox is, this is literally the tip of the iceberg. Like, we're not...
He's getting fucked, bro. He's getting fucked. It is coming up back upload. If you buy it right now, it will be good.
Pull up some of the money that you're making so that people can see. I'd love to just see what you do specifically.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely show you.
Yeah.
My game is a game called Hide or Die. I think it's like the top 100 game on Roblox. So the daily active users is about 1 million.
Oh my god.
So you can see every single
dear.
So you have, show me up in there. It says you have 13,000 people playing right now.
Yeah, 13,000 people playing right now.
Wow.
But you can see these are like real kids playing, and the round starting.
Set on real kid. Oh yeah.
People playing right now. But
these are real kids. Yeah, brother. Yeah, hell yeah, brother. Yeah, I know what you mean.
You can see these are like real kids
for sure.
playing, and the round starting in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
I
did try to make a Roblox game when I was like
so
14, 15, whatever.
It's endless
I
code.
still keep it, but I never actually end up. I think it was a huge missed opportunity. I could be this guy. I could have like 150 grand right now and doesn't need to sit here and watch this guy become
I have like
millionaire.
6 million Robux right now. For every 1 million Robux, it's 3.5 grand. We're looking at like 15 grand right now so far.
What the fuck?
My game is called Bathe the Baby. It was formerly called Bake the Baby. Basically, it's a game where players will step in this pad and we make all of our money from this like daily shop. So we sell like a pigeon skin, cow skin, and we make money from selling coins as well. Daily shop. So
these guys should have been sued to the ground, bro. I'm going to rest. These guys should have been sued to the ground.
The way we get about 95% of our clients is LinkedIn. So I basically built a LinkedIn account where I was putting out, a lot of educational content as well as our work. Over time, when people were like, hey, I need to either figure out a strategy for...
No, but like, I really don't understand. Is there anyone who actually watch those stuff? Like, actually watch a Roblox trailer? I know Blocktail have a Roblox trailer. I know game Roblox sale. Those game, it have a trailer because the fan base is like big enough. And then the updates like actually grand and important enough to the point where it can have actual trailer. But like, as it's a normal simulator game, I don't think it's worth that much to just pay for people to stuff like this. Imagine if you making like what, 100,000 per month and you paying half of that shit for this trailer. It just doesn't seem worth it. And you say, oh, but game like that wouldn't pay for this trailer. But look at this. I don't know what this game is. I certainly don't know what this game is. Like, Google search doesn't even show that thing up. So like, they actually people pay for this stuff even though there's nobody actually watching it. Would this be a bad business?
So you do a paid consulting call. At the end, they also need someone to execute. That's where we also come in. So it's like, I'm not paying, I'm getting paid for the lead.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Damn.
Cool.
If you could pull up some of your numbers here, that'd be really cool.
Yeah, so this month we have, $36,150.
Is that 30k? Holy fuck, that's actually 30k.
Or something on how to build a company at your age without having to go to college and take that path.
Yeah, my framework was take everything that interests you and just put your head down for a little bit, see if you can get a little bit better than average. Yeah. If you enjoy that, keep doing that, work as a freelancer, just do the thing for a while until you've built up.
I think people are trying to push this narrative of we don't really need university that much. I think that's really actually terrible. Yes, I know people who study master and then come out of university and still doesn't have a job. Yeah, I know those type of people. But it is really sad that we are pushing the narrative of education doesn't matter. We actually use so many resources to say, oh yeah, if you actually learning stuff and actually get a good education, you will be successful. And then suddenly, for no reason at all, the narrative just turned to, oh yeah, you're fucked even if you have a master degree. I think that's really, really sad.
You hear about stories about startups or businesses, it's like, you gotta work 24 hours every single day, no sleep, sacrifice everything. While that's true maybe to learn a skill or become really good at something, it's not necessarily true after that.
It's
creating a space for you to have
you not even need resting that much, but what you need is actual plan. Just stick to that fucking plan.
All right, guys. Well, you got a good head on your shoulders. I mean, what you guys built is amazing. It was great to meet you guys. So thank you. Yeah, all for a pound here. Yeah. Follow this advice and you'll be Roblox millionaires. Good luck, guys.
Bro, think he's part of the crew.
My work is easy because
that was actually kind of informational. How informational are we talking? Well, for once, I know that if I want to make money, I should explore kids. Boom. End of story. End of story. Next! Not a Roblox millionaire anymore. Just a guy who say, I lock myself in a room until I make millions. Just a guy who will making millions. This is not an interview anymore. This is more like a documentary about himself. Yes, I did subscribe to this guy at one point, I think. That's it.
There was a time not too long ago when I had $50 to my name. I was dressing up as a penguin while playing drums for minimum wage, getting home at 4 a.m, waking up at noon, vaping my brains out, and drowning in video games. I was skinny.
It's a production for a video about documentary in Zelda.
So there I was in winter of 2022, going through old bank statements. I saw $45 spent on alcohol and thought, how the hell did I afford that? It really hit me. I was doing better financially the year before, back when I was dabbling in making money online. And I wondered, why did I stop? I'd given up on it.
Yeah, why did you stop? You're making money.
The price. That moment was the wake-up call, realizing that I'd let myself slip so far. Before I knew it, my social feeds
John
were now
says
a
and
constant
realized
barrage
that
of
he
advice,
making money and then he
motivation,
just
and
stopped
tough
and now
love.
he doesn't have money.
I knew it was time to make
Translation.
change. You have to start from a clean slate, erase the limiting beliefs, and reprogram your mind for success. This means undoing years of conditioning, breaking free from the narratives and beliefs that have been holding you back, often without you even realizing it. So, I started hitting the gym consistently and completely immersed myself in learning, devouring.
Okay. I have a question right here. Why is every single time there's a story about some guy like achieved from nothing, it always revolves around the gym? Like why? Is that really why? You could play any sport, but it's always a gym, bro. Why? Why is there no guy who say, oh yeah, I start hitting badminton, oh yeah, I start hitting pickleball? Why is always a fucking gym? Just play golf or some shit like that. Why is it always gym, bro?
I made the decision to cut out all distractions, completely isolating myself and dedicating every waking moment to building something real. Every day, I followed the same relentless routine. Wake up early, hit the gym, and then lock myself away, working for 12, sometimes 14 or 15 hours straight. This wasn't just a short burst of effort. It became my life for months on end. I'm
sorry, but like, sure, you would say you work really hard, but like, what does you do in that 15 hours? Like, you are doing that every day. What does you actually do in that 15 hours?
Narrowed down to one thing and one thing only: making this business a reality. There were no weekends
keep saying
and
so
no days
fancy
off,
work, but like,
just
what
the
does you
same
actually
cycle over and over again. It wasn't glamorous off, just the same cycle over.
This guy's just reading shit. Like, what does working 15 hours mean? Every single time I see some rich guy saying, oh yeah, because I work 15 hours per day. Yeah, so what does you do in that 15 hours? Oh, because it's a secret in the business. Yeah, but you cannot just tell me to work 15 hours per day and then say, oh yeah, like, just do whatever the fuck you want. If I could make that 15-hour job, get it shorter to like make it 2 hours, shouldn't I be rewarded? Like, all I've seen this guy doing is just sit there and reading some shit on the internet. I'm sorry, but like, what does he do in that 15 hours? Right? Launch day.
The day finally arrived. Launch day. This was the moment everything was supposed to change. I had poured every ounce of my energy into this business, and now it was time to see if it would all pay off. I'd love to tell you it was an instant success, but that's not how it went. The first day brought in almost nothing.
Yeah.
After all those months of grinding...
Yeah, because you want me to be real? If I understand what this chart really means, is that you're making some sort of online store. I think this is yeah, Shopify. If I understand right, it's a Shopify. How are you putting 15 hours into Shopify? That sounds like a waste of time and money. And in fact, it is a waste of time and money.
All of my money, I decided to go back to the drawing board. I knew my strengths were in the creative process, not in the technicalities of paid advertising and media buying. So I took a risk.
The production value is insane for one guy.
Every last penny I had. It was a gamble, but one I was willing to take. And it paid off. Slowly but surely, sales began to pick up. It wasn't the explosive.
No way making money is that easy.
5, I'd hit my long-term goal. My first £10,000 month in profit. It was a milestone that changed everything.
Congratulations, though.
Things got more consistent and were finally starting to pay off. First thing I did was move out. Not because I hate my family or anything.
Why every single time you have a nice house, you have a nice corner, you look at this room, it's so beautiful, and you say, yeah, let's move out. In this economy, it's better to pay rent rather than stay with your father and mother on a house that you already bought. So you just need to have your mother and father paying the electricity bill, which is infinitely cheaper than renting in the big 2025.
My days were about to become a blur of early mornings, long work sessions, and an embarrassing number of delivery orders.
I feel sad whenever I look at that. You're renting what? 5K per month? Okay, let's go cheaper. Okay, let's say it's 2K. We are not talking even about like electricity or all the shit that also matter. Like, that is just a huge time on the business. That's just bad business, no? Waking
up early, hitting the gym, and then diving straight into 12 to 15 hours of work. The truth is, this is what being an entrepreneur really looks like. There's this notion that entrepreneurs spend their days partying on super yachts and driving Lambos.
This is what entrepreneurs really look like, but like, what does you guys really do? That's the part where I don't understand. You keep repeating these fancy workups. Yeah, it's what an entrepreneur look like. I work 12 to 15 hours per day. But like, what you guys really do? I'm not here to listen to about some motivation call saying, oh yeah, I work 12 to 30 hours a day. Everyone can do that. Everyone can just say that. The homeless guy on the street can already work 12 to 50 hours a day, pepping every day.
By the time November rolled around, I was more than ready. The new product line was launched, and the results were explosive.
What's your product line?
20x what I'd done back in March. It was the validation I needed, proving that all those months had been worth it.
Hell, we actually make 1 million out of that.
I knew this was just another step in the journey. I could see clearly now that this was the beginning of something much bigger. I crossed the 7-figure mark. Truthfully, this was not...
Okay, 1 million in a span of a year is... like, actually, it's this guy good. I keep talking shit about what's this guy saying, but like, this guy really good. Because at the end of the day, motherfucker actually achieved 1 million at the end of the year.
The truth is, the title and the numbers are just that. Numbers. They don't define success or happiness. What truly mattered though wasn't the money itself, but the freedom it brought.
It does. Oh yeah.
Assuming we don't really...
Okay, that's another good line. It wasn't the money itself, but the freedom it brought. I never actually hear someone saying that. So that is a good line. Damn. Deserve my surprise.
But nothing truly worth having comes without sacrifice. Start now, stay focused, and never underestimate the power of locking yourself in a room.
Actually, in video. He did it. He actually did it. Alright, so what do we learn from that? The start. That is our video. The start is... It wasn't any secret about like what does he do, blah blah blah. No, what he says is the start. Which is... I think that is something a lot of people need to hear. Alright, next. I document my life until I make millions.
I recorded the entire journey just for this video, and maybe you'll see that you can literally start knowing absolutely nothing and still make it happen. So when I was 18, I was working at a grocery store at the time, and one day a lady just straight up pooped herself in the aisle.
Oh my god, it's always that one lady.
To clean it, and in that very
poop people like that. Oh my god, it's already dead, let it go! It's already dead!
Else around me was getting into these big 4-year universities, and I kinda got clowned for it. After graduation, something started to shift. I started seeing Gary Vee videos, and I watched every single one I could find.
This next 5-year window?
Okay. Being class clown doesn't matter, remember that. It doesn't matter that you are the low-key kid who like doesn't have any friend and that's somewhat like successful in life. The famous kid probably will be successful than you. It doesn't matter, okay? So this is important. Enjoy your school years. There is no such thing that being sad now means being happy later, okay? Enjoy your school years. I know a lot of people need to hear that, okay? Just remember that.
Every single day, I wrote the same line in my journal. Millionaire by 21.
You can do fucking anything.
Oh my god, 21. I think our new generation is a bit upset with the fact that we need to be millionaire by 21. I don't know why. We have a whole 20 and then we just decide if we don't have it by 21, we're fucked.
Then one night, my boy Nick invited me to a party in LA. He was part of this YouTube group called Free Time. I didn't even really like parties like that, but I wanted to meet more people that were making good money.
I never know about that YouTube group, by the way. Who's that? Actually, who's that? They have like a lot of subscribers, but I never know who this any of this. They are making good number as well, but like they haven't uploaded for 4 years. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? This is popping out nowhere.
I just asked him, yo, can I be your assistant? He laughed and thought I was joking, but I was 100% serious.
Okay, that is actually some crazy bot. That is actually some crazy bot. And I think that is exactly something that I'm needing right now. I just need some more.
My time sitting in on a real meeting. And for the next 2 weeks, I showed up before everyone and left after everyone, or I drove from my college classes an hour away just to be there.
I overslept, so I got no time. Killed it today, worked 10.5 hours.
Yay.
By the end of the 30 days, Jason pulled me aside and said, we're gonna bring you on for $3K a month.
That is some ballsy move. Motherfuckers say, hey, can I work here? Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. I can let you work here. 3K per month. Yeah, I think you're going to be a good job. That guy doesn't know who's this guy, by the way. That guy have no fucking idea who this guy is. He's a tall guy with a ball so big. He just like, you know what? I like him. I like him. And I'm going to be real. I like his ass. I like his ass. Motherfucker just came in and said, yeah, you know what?
Talent partnerships.
Can I be your worker?
I had learned how to sell and middleman brand deals, but I didn't really want to do that forever. So Jason and I decided to build something bigger. It was a tech platform called Mecca, which was going to be Discord with subscriptions built into it.
People are upvoting, people are interacting.
I'm sorry. Has any of these actually worked? I'm asking for real. Has any of these actually worked? There has been so many Discord killers, so many Messenger killers. Have any of these actually worked?
General chat, people are talking about it. There's polls.
We went all in for a
yeah, but we already have Discord. That sounds like a stupid idea for a business. We already have a service that was actually good. It's free, it's actually good. Like sometimes it have a bit with problem with adult and children, but like at the end of the day, it's work 100% of the time. The server is completely free, and you can just make whatever the fuck you want in it. So like, why are we still trying to recreate the wheel? It worked. You know what? You guys want to know what's funny? Those guys are pitching live service call business when using like live service call like Zoom. The motherfuckers just do it.
No.
The motherfuckers just do it.
That next month, I signed as many of these people as I could with the same style of content, and then the big day came. It was time to see.
The people who just saying, oh, what I mean by he's working 40-50 hours per day. Of course, they're not going to show what they do. Just see. Just give me a snippet of the thing you actually do instead of just saying, oh yeah, I work 12 to 15 hours per day, because that doesn't mean anything.
And then the big day came. It was time to see what the revenue was.
Alright, here we go. Here we go.
Here we go.
Okay. Come on. 1, 2. Yes, that's great. That's 8 days total. That's only 8 days. That's 8 days. Wow.
That guy doesn't give a fuck. That guy didn't give a fuck. To him, it was actually just numbers. That guy didn't give a fuck.
Made 50 world would come crashing down. Since we scaled so fast, we ended up putting a lot of trust into the creators that we personally brought on. Until one day we saw a violation come in, and it was Andrew Tate with boobs.
How is every single time? How is all road led to Rome? How?
We immediately started to fix it, but by that point, it was too late, and Snapchat made the tough decision and terminated the entire network. Everything that I worked for, all the sacrifice, all the hours in front of the computer since graduating high school. I have $0 in income, and I'm gonna get it back. I have around 700K, and I'm 21 years old. What I thought was the worst thing that could have happened to me ended up being the best, and I know it's cliche, but you'll see. One day in one of my 8 scrolling sessions, I came across a TikTok.
Look at this, bro.
Monthly payout. 750.
Wow. Actually, wow. Wait. Fortnite creative. What? Oh, don't tell me motherfucker about to become a Fortnite creator. Fuck!
I ended up cold DMing this guy named Luke who had made a lot of money on Snapchat and was an ex-Fortnite YouTuber, so I figured he would be good for marketing maps. I reached out to him and I said, how are your Fortnite maps doing? He had no idea what I was talking about, but then saw the payouts and was freaking out, and I told him I had devs ready to go. I had no devs. The next day, we were in a Discord call for 12 hours straight. Neither of us had a single clue how to build maps, but we didn't care. We just started spam DMing every Discord server that had developers in it, and then we got our accounts banned. So then we made alt accounts and continued to spam.
Brother, you are 1 accent away from turning into an idiot scam. Your next 1 minute and 40 seconds better be good. You are 1 accent away from turning into do not redeem. Okay?
Eventually, we found somebody that would make the map we wanted for $300. It was basically just this zombie survival game that we put a Mr. Beast thumbnail on, and we posted it. That next day, we wake up, and it has 11,500 players live, and it's top
Oh my god, all road led to children scamming. All road led to children scamming. Oh.
We ended up making this clone of a gun game map that I was addicted to and put
all road led to children scamming. He just admit that he making a copy of a game that already successful on Roblox, wasn't it?
a new thumbnail with a new weapon that they just added to the game. We went to sleep.
No, motherfuckers, just copy a game from Fortnite itself.
Woke up and it had 5,000 players live. And when the payments came in,
How
we
much?
had made 520.
500 on these fucking children scam. I thought this was going to be a good story. Motherfuckers just make 500,000 on children scam. Oh, I already say where is when.
$20,000.
He just say he paid 300 for that map. By the way, he just say he only paid 300 to making that map.
Everything in my fucking soul to make it happen. We crossed the $1 million mark.
Look around. It took scamming children, but we get to 1 million. Congrats. Alright, what did we learn from that guy? Scamming children will work, and you just need some bombs still. Alright, nice. How I went from -30 to 6 million, my story. Alright, sure. Hoping that this doesn't also revolve around the fact that we're about to scamming children again.
My name's Jordan, and this is the story of how I went from a broke kid literally living off of food stamps to making over $6 million from the internet. I moved into my dream house here in Miami. I have the car that I always wanted. I bought my mom a car, I bought my sister a car. I have a multi-six-figure investment portfolio. Basically,
I never understand what was the American dream and car. Like, it's just a car, it's just a vehicle that have 4 wheels and it's go boom boom. I don't understand why we are so upset with buying expensive car. And you want to know my dream car? It's a van. Like, it's generally a van. You just need the best refrigerator. No, not the best refrigerator, but you know the thing that makes your car cool and hot, like actually livable in there. Children kidnapper. I mean, look at me. What you think that this guy would actually kidnap the children? I'm wearing a vest. Come on, I'm wearing a vest. I look good. I wouldn't kidnap any children. Like this fan. I like this fan. I certainly do like this fan. It's comfy, it has a lot of space, it really have a lot of space, and it's just a good car. You don't need a bunch of money to buy this, it's just a car.
The business I started was a clothing brand called Retrospect Clothing, and I just made some designs on Photoshop, found a screen printer in my city, sent him the designs, made some mock-up shirts, and sold them to my friends and family. I took the money I had made from selling the shirts, and I wanted to start reselling shoes. So I remember I camped outside of Champs Sports for the new Jordan Bread 4s, and I bought them for $160. I put them on eBay the same night for $200, and I flipped them for a $40 profit.
This guy is a scrapper. Oh god, this guy is a scrapper. Is there actually no way of making money without you sound like an asshole? I hate the fact that scrapper makes so much money. I hate that fact. But yeah, I think they're slowing down already, right? Even for collection, most collectors finally realize that this shit doesn't mean anything. This shit doesn't mean anything at all. I think scrapper is started slowing down.
Looking at different ways to make money online. And that was the time that I found out about dropshipping, which seemed like the perfect.
Oh my god, you really cannot get rich without being an asshole. This guy used to be a scalper and now he's doing dropshipping. You really cannot get rich without being an asshole. That is the requirement.
Off in the month of August, and I had my first $1,000 profit week. I remember my bank account had jumped from like $100 to $1,100. I even took a screenshot of it on my phone, and I was looking at this like, yo, we made it. And that little shift of momentum was all it took for everything to start taking off. I finished that month making around $3,000 in profit, and from that point forward, I never looked back. The next month, my business made over $50,000 in sales, and I had clocked in over $10,000 in profit. And I used that money to move into an apartment with my best friends. I ended up dropping out of school that month. I was really feeling like the man. And then in November, I had my first $100,000 month, which was just the craziest concept to me ever.
That is huge, but it's still drop shipping. Okay, so note to self, everyone, need to be asshole.
And I made that decision to move there in April of 2018. But it wasn't long before everything came crashing down. When I moved to LA, I started living like I made it. I got this...
Don't fucking move out of your house with your mother and father in it. And especially, do not fucking move to LA!
And my ego this year was just at an all-time high. And the result is that at the end of 2018, I had went from around $100,000 in cash to like $30,000 to my name. And the worst part is I had $10,000 a month of expenses living over there in LA. And it was at that moment that I decided I had to get the hell out of Los Angeles. So I made the decision to go back home and live on my mom's couch. Which actually ended up being the best decision I ever made in my entire life. Because when I moved back to my mom's, everything changed. So I cut out all the bad habits I had in LA. I stopped smoking. I stopped drinking. I obviously wasn't recklessly spending money anymore. And I was back in the office where everything started. And it put that same fire in me that I had when I was starting back in 2017. Except now I had acquired all these skills that I could use to do it again, but do it better. And I did. By the end of 2020, my business was generating over $100,000 a month.
Welcome back,
in fact,
baby boy.
I even had one day where we generated over $17,000 in a single day. And I used this money to move out of my mom's, move to my own apartment in Miami, and...
Fuck, not again. Fuck, not again. Fuck, not again. Oh my god, he never learned. He never fucking learned. Oh my god.
As a result, I did some pretty crazy things, like I bought my mom her dream truck, I took my family on a vacation to Jamaica, and I had stacked up a couple six figures in my investment portfolio. And for the first time in my life, I was finally able to take a deep breath because I was standing on a solid foundation. My entire career, it felt like I was 1 month away from an imminent collapse and I was walking on eggshells. But for the first time, it felt like I finally built a foundation to stand on. And I had some momentum that couldn't be stopped for nothing. And I definitely took advantage of that in 2022. The Shopify store had reached around $1.8 million in sales. I had a team.
If you make $2 million in sales on Shopify, that is your set. You are set. You can actually just move on YouTube and actually focus on that. That was actually an insane story for him. The guy fought 3 times and he was able to bounce back every single time. That is actually the indomitable human spirit. You gotta respect that. But what did we learn from that thing? You just need to be an asshole in order to become successful. That is the only thing that I learned from that. And yes, you can bounce back every single time. It doesn't matter how many times you're in debt, you can bounce back. So that as well. But you need to be an asshole in order to become rich. That is the only thing that I learned from that thing. I tried dropshipping with $100.
Make over 7 figures dropshipping, but then I thought to myself, what if I lost it all?
I don't understand how dropshipping is like so good. That is just an asshole move, but it works every single time.
Chill, scroll, and since my TikTok feed is optimized to finding winning products, since I just like a bunch of dropshipping ads and dropshipping pages, we might come across something that may be interesting. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now and get back to you guys once I think I found something pretty interesting or worthy of selling.
But why would you sell?
This is the reality. Sit. You're some shit.
Motherfucker! All road led to Rome! What the fuck?
think I may have just found a product that may be worthwhile testing. Okay, so pretty much what this is a speaker, and you guys can pretty much see you connect your phone to this Bluetooth metal thing and amplifies the sound. So I'm gonna go ahead and follow this, and it looks like it's a general store that they turned into a one product store from the name of it. They're selling it for $40, and they have some pretty nice images here.
Motherfucker, $40 for like essentially it's 2 pieces of steel. Nah, you're not catching me fucking pay $40 on that shit. 20 at best.
Okay, so right away I went ahead and searched the product on Amazon, hoping I could find it. It was the 4th option.
What did I fucking say? 20, no more, no less.
And went ahead and purchased it for $30.
I know it's like, oh my god, it's $35. Motherfucker, $35, that is on Amazon. If you actually brought this thing, $20 at best.
$8. And then I also went on AliExpress to see how much I could source this product for, which came to be...
What did I fucking say, baby? What did I say? I'm a businessman. See this shit? See this shit and these cups? I'm a businessman. $20, take it or leave it. I'm walking here. $20, no more than that. Get the fuck out of my way. If you're not going to let me buy that for $20, get out.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and set this up and see what we can actually do with this thing, and if it actually even works as expected. That actually works. Believe it or not, we're actually almost pretty much done. And the last thing that's left to do is create the TikTok page, which is pretty much complete. The only issue is you really can't add a link in bio until you hit 1,000 followers. So I'm just gonna try to grow the account with some videos at first just to get it to 1,000 followers. Then that's what it. Alright, so now it's time to film the content. I opened the door, opened another door, hop in the Gucci slides, you already know, close the door. Now gonna unplug my Tesla from the charger and rev the engine real quick on startup.
Here?
Nice and car. Have Elon Musk take me to the destination.
I never fucking trust any of these motherfucking cars. You wouldn't catch me being in one of those every single time, brother. I won't trust this shit. I believe that the Terminator will exist and they will fucking take control over my car, and then I will somehow be deep inside 7 feet away from a cliff. Just drive the fucking car!
Person there, so now time to film the content, and you know, look at me standing there looking jacked as per usual, and pretty much just sticking this on the car just so that the noise amplifies and people can pretty much hear the difference.
You know, it's funny. I'm actually seeing someone who actually doing TikTok for this for the first time in my life. I've never seen that. I've never seen the actual guy behind that camera, and it looks so dumb. It actually looks so dumb. It's exactly as how I realized this. It looks so dumb, doesn't it?
Here, and pretty much these are all the videos that I posted on it. Some of the beginning ones didn't really do well, but I did notice this one trend where when I put the speaker on different items and asked the audience which one sounded the best, it usually performed really well because of the high retention rate, because people wanted to watch and find out which one did actually sound the best. So here's one with 16,000 views, 3,257 likes, 591 comments, and all the people are just commenting what they thought pretty much sounded the best. But yeah, let's go ahead and see what 10,000 likes actually a little bit more because some of the other accounts. Let's go ahead and see how much in sales that we got from this $100 challenge. Okay, so this is the moment of truth, guys.
So okay. Which one is better, me or this random VTuber? It's me. It's going to be me. Please everyone sub. Please everyone click subscribe and like. I'm desperate right now. Please.
Okay, but no, let's get serious here for a second. We started with $100. We spent around 38 of that to buy the product, which pretty much left us with $62 left to spend. Nothing else had any cost. Shopify was free. If you guys want to start your own store for free, link in description. So we pretty much only had to pay for the product.
Yes,
now recording the TikToks and doing all that was all pretty much free. And after posting for a while,
the
we
time you
managed
take
to get
to
a
actually
total
open CapCut right now. If you don't have Pro, you're fucked.
$97. 3 sales, 3 people purchased our product, and I'll reload. I mean, there's really no reason to reload.
That $100.
Crazy. But after all those TikTok accounts, all that hard work, we only managed to get 3 sales. And to be honest, I was expecting the videos to go a little more. Minus that from 119, that leaves us with $53 in profit.
$53. That's still
So yeah, we pretty much pocketed $53, and I'm sure if I kept going with this, I probably would have made more, obviously, but this video would have gone on forever. And this is a simple proof of concept for you guys that are on a budget trying to start. If you want to see a more successful one, I actually did the same exact challenge. You can click this video.
It is double profit. And that's the part that makes me kind of mad. It is double profit at the end of the day. You are being an asshole, but it is double profit. And if you do it for long enough and have more variety enough, like obviously this guy is doing on a speaker thing, but he could have like way many more accounts. He can make so many more accounts on so many different products, and each product have its own type of content, and it will rack up to like not even double. It's going to rack up triple, quadruple, 200, 1,000, 10,000. It will. And that's the part that makes me mad. It's actually work. Dropshipping is being an asshole, but it actually works. You just need so much time in order to make it to work. Okay, I'm going to be real. I think I already saw a pattern. This is the video that a guy asking teenage million how they got rich, but I think it's just boiled out to they saying, oh, just working hard and get to right people. But the true fact is you just need to be an asshole, and that is what we already learned throughout this video. What I'm interested in right now is this one. How this nobody trader make 17 million overnight? We have been seeing dropshipper, we have been seeing Roblox creator, we have been seeing people who do side hustle as like actually creative, but we have not touched about trader, and trader is like a huge platform of how you get rich overnight. So yeah, I think we're just going to watch this one and call it a day, alright? That's it. I don't know why it doesn't show the thumbnail, but sure. Yeah, I think I see why. I think it was a scam. I genuinely do think it was a scam. Yeah. Okay, so I think we already saw it's coming. Don't become a trader. It is 100% a scam. Okay, remember that trading is just gambling. Everyone can trading. It's just a fucking gambling mess. It's just legal gambling. You know what? We can just watch this. I think we can just watch this. I think it's a really good compromise.
I'm going to be day trading every single day for this next month to see if you can actually get rich with this, or if it's just luck. And mind you, I've only ever bought stocks to hold them long term, so this is completely new to me. And according to the internet,
like people keep saying, oh, we just stock to long term. But when it starts to being not a long term, I think the whole trading stock is just you don't get taxed by doing the trading because it's not quote unquote liquid. So yeah, I don't think trading are for making money. I think trading is just for keeping money. The moment you see that it's going to fall, you just sell it instantly. You don't really give a fuck about how much money it makes. It's just there so that you can keep your money. It's just an asset.
So we're now on day one, and after waking up at 9:30 for market open, I spotted an opportunity for my hours of research that
Why does every trader look like that? Wearing a hoodie, full black curtain, having the most boring bland wall that I ever seen, and then two fucking monitors with a mic for some reason.
After I placed my trade, I watched as the price actually went in the direction I wanted it to. And then it completely reversed. And honestly, I had no clue why. I thought I had just gotten unlucky for my first trade. And
yeah, you just say it. It's luck.
Days after that were no different. Loss after loss, and looking at these screenshots, you might be wondering what was I even seeing that made me choose to buy or sell? And frankly, I'm wondering the same thing. So the strategy I've gone for is to play off of trend reversals, because the majority of the time the market is moving in a trend. It makes higher highs and higher lows, and that's an uptrend, or it makes lower lows and lower highs, and that is a downtrend. And literally all I'm doing is looking for when the trend shifts. So all that means is that we've moved from a previous uptrend to a now downtrend, and that's where
okay, let's say it. Oh, it's fucking luck. It's just luck. It's for people. It's for rich people putting money in there so that whenever they need a big amount of money, they can pull that out of their ass. It's so that they don't get taxed for shit. Let's all be real right now.
Now, the very next day, I happened to win a very small trade, but it was a profitable one, and I felt on top of the world. It genuinely felt like I had the power to predict the future.
Finally, he made 20 cents. Let's go.
Honestly, few things could compare to how...
I was joking! Fuck! Oh my god, yeah! Yeah, don't do trading right.
Satisfying
Just don't
it
do
was the weekend and the markets are closed. So I started testing my strategy on price movement that's happened weeks ago, which is called back testing, which isn't as difficult as a live market, but it's good for practice. And so that weekend, I went over as many scenarios as possible to test my strategy. And I was profitable. So profitable, in fact, that on average, over all the wins and losses, I made 1.3% of my account's value every single trade as profit. That is huge. That means if I started with 10K and placed one trade a day for an entire year, I would have nearly $300,000 by the end of the same year. To me, this proved my strategy was more than good enough, which made it so much easier to ignore all the bad trades that I would have taken because I had confidence in the strategy I'm using, because I knew it worked. And I went on a crazy...
Okay, you are trying to prove me wrong to say it's going to be a strategy somewhat in here. Prove me wrong.
Easy win streak. I didn't lose a single trade for the next 6 trades I placed, which ended up covering all the losses I previously had. And when the win streak ended, it was only for a single trade, but my confidence was still sky high, obviously, and I knew what I would need to look for. And so I was completely locked in. And so I continued the win streak, losing only 1 trade for the next 7. At this point, I got nervous because this was quite the statistical anomaly already, and I was feeling good, too good, where it was almost unbelievable to how many wins I hit back to back. And so I knew there had to be some losses to balance it out. And so I tried to prepare myself mentally for that, but it didn't make it any easier when it actually came.
That clip
and so
is still
right
legendary.
After a historical run of a win streak, I went on nearly just as big of a loss streak. The first few losses...
Brother, you are never going to prove me wrong by this trade. Oh my god.
And further. And so I lost 6 trades in a row, with the first 1 or 2 being pretty solid losses.
I'm sorry, bro. You are not fucking telling me that trading is a way of making money. No, it's a way of keeping money, not the other way around.
Reset. And with my journaling, I would also keep track of all the data, and averaged out over the entire month, I would make around 2.6 times what I would normally lose. Meaning, all I needed was a 39% win rate, or preferably greater, to be able to make money in the markets. And that led us to the final balance of the challenge, if I truly made money over this month. And to my surprise, I did. I managed to pull out an extra 5%.
105 times 1,000. He make $50. He make $50. Oh my god, he make $50
from my account balance over the entire month of trading, which is nothing too crazy, but
he make $50 for an entire month. I'm sorry, you are never going to convince me trading isn't going to be a good way of making money. I know exist such thing as win rate. It's just a way of keeping money so that you don't get taxed. That's it. Alright? And with that being said, I think we learned a lot today. I said we do think we learned a lot today. So let's recap what I have learned. What I read. Right? Children equal easy money. Just start it. Just actually start it. Don't be scared. Just start it. It will get fucked or it doesn't. You need some big ass ball. If you think you have a big ball right now, that's not enough. Get a grip. Get a steel ball. And the most importantly of them all, be an asshole. Throw your fucking moral away. You are never going to get rich with quote unquote moral by your side. And